Hi, everyone. Here's what's coming up next on Acadiana's News Channel at 5. Fallenville Platte Deputy Marshal Barry Giglio brought home to New Orleans. We're there for the emotional escort, and we'll have the latest developments in the investigation. Plus, former President Trump pleads not guilty. We'll have a recap of today's proceedings in federal court over his third indictment. And turning to weather, Rob, let me guess.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, hot. 100 degrees again today. We're cooled off down to 97. A little sea breeze has moved in, but we at least tied a record today, and we have more record temperatures in the forecast tomorrow into the weekend. How long will this heat wave last? We'll have the answer coming up.
Amid this heat wave, some hospitals reporting a spike in heat-related illnesses. The advice for staying safe. And a new park dedicated to Corporal Michael Middlebrook. We'll have those stories and more news right now on KATC.
Live from the KATC TV3 studios, this is Acadiana's News Channel at 5.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for the news at 5. I'm Jim Hummel.
And I'm Marcel Fontenot. Tonight, new updates in the Ville Platte shooting that left 2 people dead, including Deputy City Marshal Barry Giglio. KATC Investigates has confirmed the name of the second man who died in that shooting as 53-year-old Sistrain Edwards. A third person, a woman, remains in a hospital in critical condition after she was shot. And 23-year-old Vontico Anderson is in jail. Records show a charge of first-degree murder is added to Anderson's list of charges. State police confirmed for us that charge is related to Giglio's murder. On Tuesday, Anderson was arrested and booked on possession with intent to distribute drugs, among other charges. Marshal Giglio's body is back in his hometown of New Orleans tonight.
His body was escorted there today by members of law enforcement from across the state. Eunice City Marshal Terry Darbone tells KATC officers around the state feel the impact of this death. It serves as a reminder for them of just how dangerous it is to put on a uniform every day.
Hurt a lot. We lost a part of each other, and I don't care where it's at. I don't care what agency you work for. This thin blue line is very real. People are doing the same job that we do every day, and so today is a very somber day for all of us, all law enforcement, because he gave his life to protect other people.
Set up by the State City Marshal Association to help the Giglio family out. You can find a link over at KATC.com.
With us on earth, this is a memorial, something that his family can look at and remember him and remember what he was about.
There's a new park in Lafayette dedicated to the memory of Corporal Michael Middlebrook.
Middlebrook was killed in the line of duty in 2017. Darcy Ortiq takes us to today's dedication ceremony.
That means a lot to us, you know. We have the school that's named after him, and now this park, which is going to be a fitness center.
The family of the late Michael Paul Middlebrook were surrounded by loved ones and friends as the park behind Middlebrook Elementary School was named after a police officer who was killed in the line of duty.
Since it happened, you know, the community has been there for us. Like, they've been completely helpful with everything, you know, so we love that.
The new park will have a fitness center and a detention pond, honoring a fallen officer's contributions and continuing his legacy.
These women and men of honor and integrity go out every single day, and they don't know if they're going to come home. And just close to 6 years ago, Corporal Middlebrook had that same mindset, and he didn't come home. His watch ended.
Those who didn't have much, he gave his last just to make sure that they had something, whether it's just something simple as something to eat. He was always putting others before himself. And so to be a part of this today, it's like giving back to the community, which is what he was all about.
Mrs. Middlebrook says she's excited for a space to host events for her late husband's foundation.
The Middlebrook Foundation, like, we do 5K runs, and I was just talking to Josh, and he said that he'll let me have my runs here. And I always had a hard time trying to find a place like to have a run, so that'll be great.
2 words that we must always hold in our hearts are never forget. We must never forget the great sacrifice of Corporal Middlebrook.
In Lafayette, Darcy Ortiq, KATC TV3.